It's recording.
Okay. All right, so today we're going to go over how to do determining chemical formulas assignment. So you should already have your little pieces already cut out from semester 1. So we're going to use those pieces today. So on your little half sheet of paper, you have 10 different formulas that you have to make. Number 1 that you're going to do is magnesium chloride. So to do these, what you're going to have to do is you're going to need your periodic table, and you're going to look up the word or the element magnesium on the periodic table, and we find that it is Mg. So once you find what the symbol is, then you can locate your piece. This is the piece that you've cut out. Magnesium has a charge of +2. You'll notice that the plus always goes first in your formula. So magnesium +2. The second part of our formula is chloride. Chloride is just another name for chlorine. So chlorine is Cl. So we'll write chlorine, Cl, has a charge of -1. The negative part always goes second. So when we're making these, our first piece here has 2 little ends. So just like when you're putting a puzzle together, you have to fill each end. So because we're missing a piece here, we're gonna need another chlorine to make our puzzle piece fit. So now, once you have your pieces together and everything matches, we have to write our formula. So to do that, we're gonna take our first symbol, which is Mg. Then we're gonna look to see how many pieces we have. We just have 1 magnesium piece. So we don't have to write anything after magnesium. Just writing the symbol indicates that we have 1 magnesium piece. Our second part is chlorine, or our symbol is Cl. So we write just our symbol next. We have 2 of these pieces, so we write a 2, and the 2 should be a subscript. It should go below the Cl. Okay. All right, number 2 that we're gonna do here is aluminum sulfate. So we look up aluminum on the periodic table. Aluminum is Al. So we find our aluminum piece. Okay. Aluminum has a +3. And then sulfate. Sulfate is a special one. We call those polyatomics. Sulfate has a special formula, which is SO4 -2. Okay? So when we put this one together here, we have our aluminum piece, and then we're going to attach our sulfate. Okay? But now we have this extra spot here, so that means we need more sulfate. So when I add that, then I have extra space here. So that means I'm gonna need more aluminum. So I'm gonna add another aluminum here. So now I have extra space here, so I have to fill that in with my other sulfate. So now all my pieces match, so I can write my formula. So I'm gonna do my first symbol first here. So we have Al. We have 2 pieces, so Al2. Second part of our formula is SO4, and that whole thing has to go together. So we're gonna write SO4. And we have 1, 2, 3 pieces of our SO4. So we have to use parentheses because we need 3 of this whole thing, this whole SO4. So to show that, I have to put these parentheses here. And then I put my 3 on the outside because I have 1, 2, 3 pieces. Okay. All right, number 3, our last example we're gonna do here together. We have hydrogen fluoride. So hydrogen, the very first one on our periodic table is H. So we find our H here, and you just need 1 of those. Okay, that's what we're starting with. We've got to see if we can find a match because we only need 1 other one. So we'll see if our fluorine's gonna match here. So hydrogen has a +1 charge. Then we have to find fluoride. Fluoride is just fluorine. So we look that up on the periodic table and it's F. So we find our fluorine here, and our Fluorine has a charge of -1. So the nice thing here, we just need one of each of these guys because they both have that same charge here, so they fit together really nicely. So we just have one H, so we write just our symbol, H, we just have one piece, and it connected nicely to our F, which is our next symbol. And we don't need any numbers down there because we just have one of each.